We got Chets! Oh, wait, wrong one. Chets! Hey, Chets, I was like, oh my god, you got it so close. What's up, Chets? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a good one. We got Arcane Mage Master. Best out of 3. And Canny! Oh, you guys dueled each other before. You actually can have a rematch. Chets versus Canny. We also got Carry. We got Extreme Pilot, Just Vanished, and Zakati versus Canny. We got ourselves Fortin, Snoopy. We got Lock, and we got ourselves Dokum. Your name Toothy? I want to. Can we call you Toothy? Toothy Lock. That would have been better. For some reason, I have a hard time with saying Tothy Lock, but Toothy Lock. I feel like that would have worked. Don't be Carry opening up with a charge and a reflector to Toth. I'm gonna call you Toothy. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do it at one point. Tothy Lock. Hitting him with a succubus seduction. Chaos Bolt to follow with an immolate. Come flag, and that's gonna be a blaze up for Carry just to break out of the roof for a second. Tothy though, looking to line himself up next to the gateway in case he needs to get out of there. He's going to get locked out at a gateway immediately. Using that gateway early so we have more uses out of it. Might as well use it for mobility. Carry, though, being a warrior, has plenty of mobility to deal with. Zerka raging out of that fear. And Tothy still has a bit of a setup here. Infernal coming down with a Casbolt. Carry might be in a bad spot. Interrupt him on Shadow. But actually, oh, that reflect on the Casbolt is quite nice, though. Stun onto Tothy. And Tothy might want to go for even more damage. Fear onto Carry. Doesn't have an answer for it. Trying to line his side. What he get? Oh my god. The Casbolt still went off. Tried to line his side desperately. And Tothy just had a massive nuke ready for the guy. Oh my god. Well, whoever's next, better be careful. It's going to be Chets. As an arcane mage. I'm so sorry, Carry. Dude, Carry has gotten so unlucky with the classes he's been playing against. A Destro Warlock? A Fire Mage? Oh my god, like the Casbolts and Greater Pyros, dude. That's unlucky. But next is gonna be Chets. Tothy is quite low on health, still has a wall if he needs to no trinket. So for Chets, this might be a perfect opportunity to get hit with a horror effect, and Tothy does not get that Casbolt. Blinded. So sad. But Chets, with Arcane Mage, he got so much insta-cast, he actually could get quite a lot of value onto Tothy. Lots of damage available. Tothy is trying to set up a Cataclysm around the corner. Does land it. Chets did try to go for a cast, but got interrupted on a Psychotronic to follow. And actually, Tothy, all he can do is Fear and get interrupted on that Fear and locked out on Shadow for a bit. Chets' health is not looking quite good, though. Hopefully, he temporaled quite early. Does get himself up close to 50%. But with all those dots, with the shield, it's going to be ability for him to recover. It's going to be much easier to do so. Tothy, though, needs to get a small setup with a horror effect and Casbolt, and Chets is done. Chets, hold on to a trinket. Hold on to a ice block. Still has invisive needed. But his health is not looking that good anymore. Oh, he does sneak around Tothy for a second. Does hit him with a bit of arcane and dips out for a second. Tothy needs to get the pet up and running. So at least he might be able to get up his shield a little bit. Little evocation coming out for Chets. I guess he was stealing whatever buffs he could from Tothy whenever he could. Tothy, does he have his Warlock Hellstone yet? I think he's holding on to that for the last bit of moment. Horror effect onto Chets. Trinket side of it immediately. Locking Tothy out of fire. Not going to be able to do a lot of damage. Wall coming out with a Casbolt to follow. Could steal away that safety trinket if you wanted. I probably would have. I would have. That would have been such an easy steal. That would have been a deal, dude. And no horror effect available for Tothy, actually in a bad spot. Trying to pre-Cataclysm in case you can foresee Chet moving up. Chet does get locked out, but no Cataclysm hitting him. And Tothy, again, gets put in a bad situation. Every time he puts out another Crucible coming out, he's going to put quite a bit of damage onto Tothy. Not the strongest Crucible, though. This probably was a one stack. Arcane Missiles to follow. Does have Infernal on the other side. I guess he was expecting for Chess to go to the other side. Trying to predict the Mage. He knows the Mage is going to go past him, around him to the other side. He's trying to do what he can. Chess surrounded by the pets for just a second. Tothy feeling quite confident, getting quite aggressive in his strategy. Is going to get a horror effect into an Immolate. Ice Ball coming out for Chess right now. Cataclysm for Tothy. Again, trying to predict this Mage as best as he can. He's doing what he can. And Chess is going to blink way far away with an Invisible Follow. And Tothy did recover a little bit of health throughout this duel. It's going to get a little bit of regen with that Warlock Demon Armor. But Chet's gonna go for a double invis there on top of Tothy. Gonna start out with a bit of damage. That was some sneaky play right there. Is gonna interrupt him on a fear. Immolates are coming out. Is gonna try to see if he can get a little bit of damage. Crucible right after. Doing quite a lot of damage. Shadow Fury is gonna connect. Cataclysm around the corner does clip Chet's. And Tothy does have a Warlock Gateway in case he needs to bail out. Chet's gonna blink far. It's actually gonna blink back. Crucible on top of Tothy. Tothy barely has any health. Is gonna blink away. Try to get around him. Try to see if he can get away from his cast. Fury to follow onto Chet's after the horror into a freebie Casable. Chet's does not have an answer for it. Does need to get himself a shield up and running. Another Casable trying to come out. Does blink away to create line of sight, but is going to get interrupted by the pet. Cyclotronic almost makes it. Oh my god, this could be anyone's game at this point. Tothy and Chet's is coming down to the wire. Chet's does not have any way to self-heal himself unless he can get a shield up and running. And Tothy is quite in a good spot though. Chet's is in a bad spot. Tothy can always horror effect Chet's away. Gain a little bit of health. Get him in the setup. Try to get that Cyclotronic going. Is he going to blast him? Oh, so close. Fear coming out. Does interrupt that fear. That's going to be Arcane Missiles. Tothy, does he look at that good? Cyclotronic disconnect? No, he interrupted that Cyclotronic. Does he have enough for a Crucible? Runs past the Cataclysm. Horror effect triggers out of it immediately. Immolation does connect. Chest just needs a little bit of more damage. He barely has any health. Has cooldowns rolling for himself. He needs to go for a self-heal. Whatever he gets. Shields are up. Needs to make sure that the pet does not strip the shields off of him and he'll be okay. Tothy regenerate whatever health he can. Revocation coming out for Chet's for all that mana. Oh my god, it could be anyone's game. Cataclysm around the corner. Chet's does try to go for an invis for a second. Does even enough damage. Oh my god, this could be anyone's. They're dancing, they're tiptoeing around each other. Oh my goodness, 5 minutes and 6% dampening. Not even going to be matter. Dampening should matter the least here. Although that's 6%, oh my god, any bit of that dampening matters. Even a little bit on the heal, a little bit on those absorbs, how long the shields hold up, how powerful they are. And Tothy is trying to get offensive, has a setup, horror effect on the chest. He does get a pre-temporal here. Is that temporal going to be enough? Does get himself quite a bit of heals. So whatever Tothy was going offensively for, whatever he was trying to do offensively, did not quite make a play. And Tothy recovered quite a bit of health though, so Chet's, that's going to be quite a lot to get through. Is going to interrupt him on Arcane. That's going to be Crucible to follow as he gets a Fear. Cataclysm from afar. Chet's is going to go super low, barely alive, barely hanging in there. Oh my god, that invis with 60% damage reduction is enough to keep him alive, and he's trying to spam out his health back up, trying to instacast as much as he can to get his health back up and running. Ruin the pet from afar, does get himself a shield. Does he have enough damage at all? The Tothy look at it like in an advantageous position right now. Come flag onto Chet's, try to see if he can land a fear, does not get it. Chet's is still playing very, very defensively. Temporal coming out. Oh, horror effect to run him. Actually, best pathing in the world. What was the pathing? Oh my god, did he take away the temporal? He might have taken away the temporal. Oh no, and the conflict rate is all it took at the end. Tothy ended up winning that duel. Oh my god. And Extreme Paladin is up next. Come flag, Hand of Freedom coming out. Try to see if maybe he can get a fear onto the Paladin. Does land it. And that's going to become flag to break through our fear immediately. Dropping down Infernal, and it's going to get a massive cancel super fast out onto the Extreme Paladin. And Tothy, it looks like he does have a Void Elf. He did have a Void Elf racial available in order to get some mobility. Bubble coming out for Extreme Paladin. This man needs some extreme defenses in order to win this deal. Flashlights are coming out back to back. That's going to be a short stun onto the Paladin. Chicken side of it immediately. Tothy, does he have anything? Horror effect and a Casable to follow. That's going to close out that duel. Tothy is just a monster, dude. Those Casables hurt. And Vanish is going to be up next. Vanish and Tothy already had a tussle. That's going to be Sap onto the Warlock. Standing right next to the pet, got road to fall. It's going to be Succubus CDC. Oh, Vanish actually closing or walking around that line of sight with those boxes to deal with the Succubus CC. Going to be a Maledict onto Tothy right now. Does the Succubus go for seduction again? Tothy is completely locked out. Is going to get a wall up and running, trying to get a Casbolt at Vanish. Vanish is going to reopen on Tothy, trying to end the Warlock before he gets any kind of heals. Down he goes to the dots. And Vanish comes out on top on that. In that duel, Snoopy is going to be up next. Instant Trinket for Vanish. Get a shot on the Snoopy. He's not going to Trinket this. He's just going to wait out the damage. No Vendetta out of the Rogue, so no worries. This is going to have to take a little bit of dot damage. Vanish needs to go for a massive re-heals. Needs to maintain the dots onto Snoopy. He does get to get auto attacks through the wall if he needs to. He get a couple, but a blind is going to separate him and the Feral for a moment. Going to be able to at least get a full reset. And going to go for a bit of food. He does have still a lot of defenses. Evasion is available. Cloak of Shadows is going to be somewhat useful against the Feral, but not super useful. It's going to be somewhat useful, but that's going to be a massive open. Oh, instant Trinket on a Snoopy though. Instant trinket. Wasn't even a vendetta out of Vanish or anything. It's going to be Cloak of Shadows for the Thorns. So he's able to get some damage into Snoopy, forcing a wall out of Snoopy. And Vanish still has evasion. Oh no, he actually does not have evasion anymore. Uses it, I guess, when he goes to get an offensive with that Cloak of Shadows. Big bite onto Vanish by Snoopy. And here goes the vendetta by the Assassination Rogue. Does he have Shadow Meld? Maybe if he has Shadow Meld for Vanish Sheep Shot or Shadow Meld Sheep Shot, he might have had a chance there. Try to see if he can get away from him. The Feral Safety Chicken is going to keep Snoopy alive. Regrowths are coming out. Last wall was used up. Trying to see if he can catch up to the Rogue. If Vanish can somehow generate 5 calm points to land another kidney onto Snoopy, he might have a chance here. He needs to get himself a self-heal rolling ASAP. Shadow Step, but no, that Crucible was already mid-air, and the Crucible followed him past the Shadow Step and does clap him out. Oh my goodness, Snoopy, that was such a close game. Zakati is going to be up next, though. He's going to pick up eyes immediately when he's dealing with a Feral. 10 minutes in, we are going to start seeing the health reduction coming out. All the healing, all the absorbs are going to be massively reduced. That's bad news for Zakati. Dropping down Abomination to get Snoopy away from the box. Snoopy getting out with the Thorns immediately. AMS for Zakati. And Snoopy, I think, is trying to see if he can juke out Zakati. Does get gripped and stunned. No trinket available. That might be enough damage here. Necrotics is stacking hard. Double stun with a pet, and down he goes. Oh my god. Didn't even get a chance. And Zakati is not even letting his Fortune next. Actually, we didn't know if it was Fortune next or maybe Doku. But Zakati just went hambo. He just chose the target. He's like, okay, it's going to be Fortune next. And Fortune tried to see if he can get a setup onto Zakati. And that's going to be a disarm onto Transfusion. Zakati forced a trinket out of it just to get all that health back as much as he can. For Fortune, this is going to be quite an easy game versus a Death Knight with not a lot of mobility. With Lichborn to slow him down even further. The only thing that Zakati does have advantage of is Necrotics and the pet damage. He can just put all the pets onto Fortune. Fortune is going to have a lot of mobility, however, going to be able to always have himself a port away. Wait, what? I don't know if you meant to port there. So I think that actually might have been a misplay. I think that might have been a misplay. But it's going to take away one of his mobility abilities. I guess in a way defensive. Or offensive, depending how you use it. That's going to be quite a bit of utility just gone. Zakati is going to love any kind of sustained damage, sustained pressure onto Fortune. Chain of Ice is going to be his biggest friend right now. Touch of Death lobbing onto Zakati into Alex, who does break out with a Lichborn, but that's going to be Fist of Fury to stop any of the damage Zakati is putting up, but parrying it. Zakati survived though, Touch of Death quite well. So that's quite a cooldown for Fortune. Into a Karma right afterwards. Zakati dropping in full Army of the Dead. They are going to attack Fortune. They are mindless drones after all. So they don't know better. They don't see a Karma. They're just going to attack it to Karma either way. So Zakati is going to pay for it. That's going to be Abomination dropping a little bit early for Zakati and drop the Abomination next to him instead of next to Fortune. That Abomination is attacking Doku though. What is that thing doing? Oh my god, that is so unlucky, Doku. I'm sorry you're getting smacked by Abomination, but he decided he chose his target. Abomination chose his target. Zakati is walking up next to Doku, I think, to be /sorry. I think he's telling him /sorry, like, yeah, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to. He came over to apologize. Oh, and Zakati actually bailed? Oh, maybe that was his move. Maybe it was like his last-ditch effort against Fortune, and since he messed up so bad, he was like, okay, I don't think I have a chance. So he did forfeit that one, so that one is going to go to Fortune, even though he doesn't look like he got a single kill. That's going to be at least his one kill, at least his one win. Either way, very well played by both teams, honestly.